Thank you for clicking on the video. Welcome back to the channel. This is another review for Love and Marriage Huntsville Season 5, Episode 12, 99 Problems But a Beach Ain't One. So the chef has arrived. He's in there cooking down. The food looks great. You know, it's very healthy. You know, he had his avocado toast, you know, with a little salmon raw. It's raw salmon, though. I don't really want the raw salmon on my stuff, but I mean, it looked presentation. Anyway, Marlene come down there with a midriff out. Girl, why you got this midriff top on? Got this midriff top pajama set. Okay, girl. Anyway, Martell Jr. blesses the food. You know, he's just so happy. I'm just so happy the family is getting along. I'm so happy that we're here. I can't wait to do this. I can't wait to get on the beach. I'm just so happy. He's just so happy. Martell say he love to pray. They sit down once again. What are you guys' favorite memories? Because Martell want to go down memory lane now. Sugar Mama, everybody say that they remember Daddy's flower shorts. Sugar Mama is so cute. Or she's Boss Baby is the one before her. Sugar Mama is the baby, and she is so cute. She is so cute. Like, I love her. I love her. She's so cute. Anyway, Martell's favorite was the family bike rides, and of course we reminisce, we get pictures and all. Out of nowhere, Martell says to Melody, keep in mind Marceau and Tisha gonna be dropping by this morning. Melody was like, say what? Yeah, you don't remember I told you? No, you ain't tell me nothing. You said, I remember you was on the phone with them, but you ain't said nothing about them coming around. What time? He's saying that in the next 45 minutes. In the next 45 minutes? Melody says, see, here we go. Boundaries. He say he briefed her a little bit last night, but we don't see that. What we see is him on the phone with Marceau. Marceau say they in Pensacola, which is down the road, and he just invites them up for breakfast or, you know, out to the beach or whatever. But anyway, he invited them, and they'll be there in 45 minutes. I feel you, Mel. That my husband used to struggle with that boundary when we first got married, as it relates to his family, maybe his friends, if they were in town. He was notorious for, oh, so-and-so's gonna stop by. They gonna do what? Oh, so-and-so wanna come and stay. Stay where? You know, like, we have to nip it. You have to nip it. Otherwise, you're going to get run over. Honestly, I'm not one of those people that rolls over with that kind of stuff. Like, I'm not that in-law. I'm not that wife that's welcoming like that to organized chaos. I mean, because that's what I feel like it is. You didn't feel like you wanted to call me last week to say you wanted to drop by. You didn't feel like you needed to give me a heads up. Like you thought calling me this morning and saying, oh, I'm going to be in the neighborhood. Or no, not even that. Sometimes I wouldn't even get that. It would be so-and-so's in the neighborhood and want to drop by. Okay. They're in the neighborhood. That's cool. You don't just do that kind of stuff. I'm in my house how I want to be in my house. And sometimes that is not appropriate. And so I don't be wanting to run and put on a bra because you want to run, because you want to drop by. I felt Melody, like, I felt her deeply. Like, my husband gets it now. He don't do me like that no more. But early on, I was giving an attitude. And it was, why you being like this around so-and-so and so-and-so? Because I didn't know they was coming and I don't really want them here. So, yes, I'm giving him an attitude. I'm going to make this situation very awkward because you should not have popped up on me. You should not have done that. So I felt Melody in that moment. Melody was really giving him an attitude. Like, she wasn't welcoming. It was like, hey. It was obvious. It was obvious because you just dropped that on her. Anyway, he telling them that the Scotts are going to take their kids out on the boat, and then their kids are like, yes, oh, you know, gasping with excitement. And Melody got to bust their bubble. Oh no, we got a boat scheduled for tomorrow. So that's when we gonna do the boat. Yeah, we're gonna do the boat tomorrow. Care about what they got going on. But we gonna do the boat tomorrow. Marlene, she notices the awkwardness, and she just says, oh, how nice. Woo, anyway, they go to the beach. Y'all, this song selection was hilarious because why? Y'all really trying to set the tone, really set a mood. Like this is a rekindle. Mel out on the beach doing the downward dog and stuff. Martell bringing the phone to her to show her some family pictures, and she like, why are you doing all this? Like, why are you even doing all this? They both flirting though, like flirting. She blushing and all, but she gonna keep saying it's not that, but it looks like that. It's really looking like that. Anyway, Marceau and Tisha and the kids, they get to the beach. They come in there and, Tisha's like, oh, I never seen you with braids, Mel. I like your braids. Melody, I guess, was one of them black girls that don't get braids. She said she don't really do the braids. Okay, whatever, girl. I was just talking to my best friend about this. I know a person. We're not gonna dive that deep in like who this person is, to me. But I know somebody that loves to say, oh, I don't have the hair for the braids. Like, yours are really pretty. I really like your braids, but I just can't do it. Like, they always like slip out. Like my hair, I just don't have that kind of hair for braids. With your black ass, you black. Yo, you black people can't just be saying this kind of stuff. Because our black asses can always get braids. Like, don't. Okay, because it's very anti-black. What you are saying to me is, I don't have that hair type for knotless or box braids. And what hair type is that? Because it's obvious that every hair type can be fed into the weave. White girls get it. When Karen and Sharon and them go to Mexico, they go to Puerto Rico, they go to Hawaii, and they come back with they knotless braids with the beads on the end. If they can do it, girl, your black ass can do it too. So I don't want to hear that. Don't play with me like that. You're just trying to be one of those black girls. Oh, I don't, my hair's too good for that. Girl, whatever. And I'm not saying that's where Melody was going with that, but that is exactly where it took me to those very many conversations I've had with this person where they're always saying that. And it always hits my ear wrong. Like, that's anti-black. Like, why don't you like your ethnicity? Like, what is wrong with you? You're ethnic. Okay. And so, yes, you can get braids. Stop telling yourself you can't do it because you have a different hair type. Stop telling yourself that. Like, what is that? That's dumb. Anyway, I really went on a whole soapbox. Sorry. Maybe because it was a fresh conversation today. Like, I got a voice memo waiting right now that I need to listen to where we are continuing the conversation. They go inside. Tisha, everybody's just so happy to see Melody and Martell getting along. Tisha said, this is the Mel and Martell we're used to. Melody just over there being quiet. You gotta, when somebody pop up on you and you wasn't really expecting them nor really wanting their presence in your space, you really have to gather yourself. So it might be showing all over your face, body language, that sort of thing. So she's just in the kitchen eating her watermelon. She's just in the kitchen eating her watermelon, but she doesn't like the narrative. Like, we're not going to continue to bring up Mel and Martell, like, as a unit. No. Like, let's stop. Marceau and Tisha, they tell them, they're taking the kids out on the boat. Martell asks if they're going fishing. Marceau says no, because he ain't trying to get embarrassed. Like, he don't want to take his sons fishing and then they don't catch nothing. Tisha suggests, since Martell fishes a lot, that he take their son fishing with him. It's like, girl, don't be volunteering me to take your child nowhere. I'm talking about it take a village. That type of mindset can be kind of overbearing, because yes, it takes a village, but you're not gonna tell me when I'm gonna do my part. No, you're not gonna tell me when and how I'm gonna do my part in the village. Like, no, let people volunteer. Don't just say, Oh, you like to fish? Okay, you should take my son fishing with you the next time you go. You should take my baby with you the next time y'all go to that restaurant. That's a nice restaurant. Take my son with y'all. Oh, you going to the hair salon? Oh, take my daughters with you to the hair salon. Tisha. That ain't how this works. That's not how this works. That's not how the village goes. That's not how it goes. Melody say that Martell don't believe in the village. She say he don't believe in the village, you know. So she's kind of being a little catty, just a little bit. But Mel over there thinking about how Martell just likes to control things and how things were in their marriage. That's really his thing. It's about control, which is why he don't really want no village like that. You know, like I support us having a village, but like a village, nah. He wants sole control over who's in his life, where his kids are, where they gonna be, what they doing, who they with. And I'm the same way. I'm not somebody that's against having a village, but I'm very selective. Very selective. The village ain't just a village just because you're family or I've known you a long time. I'm selective. Them kids don't be going nowhere. But my mama and daddy house. And I'm okay with that. You know, I've had people in the past, and even with, let me get back. Because y'all ain't asked me about my life. Like, y'all didn't ask me about my life experiences all the time. Like, sometimes I can just review the show. And that's what I'm finna do. Melody, of course, Martell says that the Scotts got to leave because Melody's starting to act a little different. Martell was looking all sad, you know. She's like, what's wrong with you? Nothing. He mad that that Melody keeps shutting the narrative down. Melody keeps, you know, let's not. And I guess it's making him feel away like, but I'm trying. Don't be referencing them y'all together. Don't reference Martell and Melody together in that way, period. They start asking questions pertaining to Mel and Martell, like this is the newlywed game show, and then we actually play. It's cute. It's fun enough. I actually have the notes, and I actually have in my notes. Let me slow down. I actually have in the notes what some of these questions were, but to save time, I don't feel like it. It was cute though. They were both, you know, honest, open and honest. It was, you know, nobody felt the way. It was no hard feelings or nothing. Marcel and Tisha, they also take a turn. It's like Tisha is Superwoman. judging by these answers, Tisha do it all. Over there at Kimmy's house, it's time to do the big chop. I got through this one. I got through her scene this time. Still bawling, still crying, but I got through it. She doesn't want to, you know, one day in the shower just see clumps of her hair in the shower. And so she's going to get in front of this, and this is one thing she has control over, one thing that is her choice, and so she's going to do the big chop. She's going to take a lot of it off. And she had a lot of hair. And it's going to grow back. It'll grow back. Her friend Andrea is coming there to support. I was toe up, y'all. Watching, you know, she was getting her hair cut. Maurice stepped in because he was supposed to shape her up in the back. And I was like, he a little rusty on his barber skills. It was up too high. Like, I'm like, up my girl up, Maurice. I ain't like that. I ain't like the nape. I did not like the nape. I feel like he fucked it up. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Because it didn't fade. It was just like, I don't know. If you know, you know. But she's telling him a story about how she and Maurice met. He used to be a barber. And she tells him about stalking him on Facebook. And her friend, you know, finding out that he was a barber. And so she made an appointment right away so that Maurice could cut Jalen's hair. And, you know, she made an effort to get to know him. And that's truly how it went. It was up from there, I guess. When, you know, we do the reveal, they love it. They're like, oh, it's so nice. It's so nice. I love it. I don't think Kimmy liked it. Either it was, you know, seeing yourself in that way, just having to process it all. she cried. I felt like she hated it. I really did. They all love it though. And it's like, you can say that all you want, but if I'm looking at me looking at me, and I don't like it, then it ain't cute. And I feel Kimmy on that. They had to give her some earrings, give her some big hoops, the lengths we going through to feel beautiful again after cutting off our hair, when we should just know that we're beautiful with or without it. But it's like, easier said than fucking done. It really is. Our crown, it's our crown and glory. Like, it really is. Our hair means so much to us. It means so much to us as Black women. And I know that this is traumatic. This is so traumatic for us all. Like, I know it is for her, but this is just really sad. It's taking me through, guys. It's like, it is really taking me through. Anyway, like, they do a whole Kimmy montage, and I'm just like, why are we doing this? My girl's still here. Don't make me feel like this. My girl is still alive and well. Don't make me feel like this with this montage, making it all sad. Back at the beach house, Martell and Marceau, they play pool. I kind of don't want to run through this either. Because I don't know. Like, I'm ready to get to Potomac. I'm ready to get to my Potomac review. But Martell and Marceau have this back and forth. Marceau is basically, he's just getting answers, just checking in with Martell, seeing how things are going. How did they get to this place? Martell and Melody, because Melody and Tisha also have a very similar conversation where they are. They just want to know. They're diving deep. How did y'all get to such a peaceful place? Coming from where you were, like, what is going on here? This is new. How do the kids feel? All of that. They all, both Marceau and Tisha, is like they both shared notes and had their set of questions ready for Mel and Martell. But they both, have the same sentiments, honestly. That they're, both mentally and emotionally stronger now, and so they're getting along. It's good. Melody, however, when asked about this divorce, she doesn't regret divorcing Martell. She has no regrets, none whatsoever. She knows she made the right decision. Martell shares with Marceau that, he's done a lot of self-work. He knows that he was a problem. Like, he was complaining about Melody not having sex with him, or she's not cooking enough, or she's not doing this and she's not doing that. Not realizing that maybe she slacked up because I did something. Well, duh. Duh, Martell. Damn, we've been trying to tell you that. But he came to the realization, that he was the problem. He was a big part of the problem. He wishes he would have given him more time, though. He wishes that he wouldn't have. He said for a year, he complained, honestly, for a whole year before he checked out and cheated. And because he never wanted to end his marriage. I guess he just wanted to get his peen sucked because he couldn't get that. He couldn't get it to save his life. So he just went out to find somebody that was going to suck some peen. Found Ariana in there, and it was history. And so I'm glad that Martell is taking accountability. I'm glad that he understands, it was very much something, a breakdown between the two of you. I mean, because you're in a relationship with another person, so Melody isn't blameless. I'm sure in their marriage, she could have done better. She could have done more. She could have done different. Both of them could have. But she decided to end the marriage. And Martell, I felt like he needed a little bit more time. He wishes that he had more time, I guess, to make it right. I don't know. Tisha asked, what type of stuff, do you do to get to, what type of stuff did you do to get to this space? A lot of self-work, a lot of self-reflection. Both Tisha and Marceau feel like Melody and Martell are putting on a good face. They both feel like, y'all are putting on a good front for us. It all sounds good, but Tisha feels like Melody still feel away, or Melody, may have a different, she may have different sentiments than what she's sharing. And Marceau feels like Martell may be in over his head as far as, you know, thinking he's going to really be okay with seeing Melody in an active, healthy relationship. Because, of course, we talk about dating and the future and what the future is going to look like. And Martell feels like, you know, well, we'll get to that. We'll go, you know, get over that bridge when we get to it. He doesn't feel like there's going to be any issue with it. You know, they're both going to be dating. He feels like Melody will make the right choice. She's a good judge of character. And so anybody that she's serious with is going to be a good guy. And he knows that, and vice versa. Marceau feels like, yeah, you say that now, but I don't know how you don't know how you're going to feel when you see your ex-wife move on, like really move on with somebody else. How you going to feel about that? Then Marceau wants to throw a little more salt in it. You know, he has to bring up the children and how they feel. And he's still deflecting and, projecting his fear and insecurities on this man. And all his situation, it bothers me. But you know, the kids do feel like y'all gonna get together, right? You know that that's how they feel. How do you know? That's how you and your brother felt. Some kids don't want their parents back together. There are children that are like that, that are like, they are better off as friends. They are better off at peace like this. I would rather this than the all the time, you know? And so that's y'all's situation. That was y'all's. You wanted your mom and daddy back together. Them kids may not feel like that. So stop projecting that onto him, making him feel guilty about trying to co-parent. Like, goddamn. Anyway, I really feel like that's where we end. Yeah, Martell gives a confessional. Melody, before that, Melody gives her confessional, you know, about marriage and whether or not she'll do this again. And she ain't running down the aisle, honestly. She say she was married for 14 years, been there, done that. Honestly, she's more inclined to life partnership. You know, like, we ain't even got to do that. We don't need no piece of paper. And a lot of divorcees feel like that. A lot of people feel like that. I don't know. That's not my story. I'm happily married in Jesus' name. No, like, we really are. But, you know, got to throw in Jesus' name out there because spiritual warfare, you know. You ain't about to attack my good home, my good marriage. We not doing it, devil. But Martell has to step away from his confessional. You know, he, after coming to this realization, like, it is his fault. He is really sitting with this now, like, shit, I really want to get back together with her, but I don't know. I might not have the chance. He don't know what to do with that. You know, he really wishes that he was patient. He really wishes that he was just patient. And he's just like, I got to get up from here. You know, he gets up. I don't know if he was about to cry or what, but he get a little choked up. Get a little choked up about it. Got him feeling away. That's it, guys. That's it. How many more episodes of this do we have? Because I'm honestly tired and ready for a reunion so we can just wrap it up. I'm just ready to wrap it on up. Anyway, be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's Call Me Busby, and I'll chat with you later. Peace and light.